everybody. Welcome to the Vineyard podcast, your weekly dose of fun, laughter, banter, and a whole lot of realness. How have y'all guys been? Habari zenyu?
The prodigal daughter.
Hey!
I can explain. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Maneno ya stima, achia watu wa stima bwana.
Sabbatical bana.
You know, there comes a time in one's life that you just need to get away. Because what is this?
Retreat.
Because what is this?
Even Jesus retreated. He was like, by the way, I'm done with all of you.
Exactly.
I need some space.
Exactly. At least Jesus retreated and he knew what he was going to do.
You?
Man. But I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah.
I'm really so happy to be back. I missed you guys so much.
Oh, we've missed you too. We've missed you too on the set.
And while I was away, here y'all guys had a fantastic time.
Hey,
Kabisa.
karibu utolewe.
Imagine.
You're nearly dethroned.
No, but if it is Sam, I'm good. I'm cool. I will not complain.
Hey, we missed you, but we had a great guest.
Oh, of course. And I'm so glad that the Vineyard podcast is still there.
Yes.
We're keeping at it, guys. We're keeping at it because we've moved from the half of the year. We are now, we're starting to cap the year.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Can you
We're starting to
imagine?
cap the year, guys. Just the other day. When did we begin?
Good question.
Last year.
It was late
Did we
last
begin last year? It was late
Because
last
we
year.
had a Christmas edition.
Yeah.
So it was last year.
Late last year, and now we are.
We may
my gosh,
actually be approaching a 1 year anniversary.
a 1 year
We should do a
anniversary.
birthday.
We should do a bash.
Vineyard birthday.
We should do a Vineyard
Man.
bash. Give us suggestions, guys, on what you would like us to do for our 1 year anniversary at the Vineyard podcast.
of
Because you never know, you'd like us to have a live thingy that you want to come
Yeah.
and say hi to us in person. We'd love that so much. Tell us what you
Na
want
ukiguzwa
in the
roho,
comment
utake
section.
kutulipia vacation.
You know,
who are we to
who are
refuse?
we to? Who are we to?
Hatukatai. Vitu kama hizo, hatukatai.
Hallelujah.
My goodness. And I think tukibakia hapa na hizi pleasantries, we will not get into what
you
we're
know,
supposed to be
you've not
talking
been
about
around for
today.
some time,
And that's
so,
true. Na
yeah.
najua mmeni-miss, hata mimi nimewamiss.
Eh.
So, today,
Take it away.
while I was away, I was young.
Oh, I'm getting that.
But then now I'm old. I turned a year older, and
Happy belated. Okay, we wished you, but now
you guys wished me. No, you didn't wish me here. And now I am at the point in life where you start having something called a quarterly life crisis. I don't know whether you guys have come across it. We normally hear of the midlife crisis,
Yeah.
but right now I'm feeling like I have a quarterly life crisis.
Yeah, I'm too young to relate, but anyway.
You know what, Kangori? I think we should let the young people go sleep so that we elders can continue speaking at the podcast. Yama sawa watoto kulala imefika. Guys, I hit my mid-20s, like at the middle, yani niko tu hapo at the peak of mid-20s.
Yes.
And I'm asking myself, what are we supposed to be doing?
Unajiuliza ni nani huyu ako na hizi miaka zote? Yaani ni mimi.
Exactly.
Niko na hizi miaka.
Hizi
1,
miaka zote.
2.
3, 20, 20,
Akina
hey.
know how it is. You know them saizi, but they're still children. Mtu anaishi miaka 700.
Imagine.
Yeah, right now
At
you're
26.
you're
Anaona
Wait,
bwana, I'm still
wasa hiyo kwa
children.
infancy. Sasa sisi, my goodness, I don't know. I got to a point and I started having a quarterly life crisis because I asked myself, at 25, there were things that I wanted to have done. Before I even get to that, by 25, Kingori, what did you want to have done?
I've done them all. I've done them all.
What did you want to
Hey,
Hey, utapigwa radi.
But no. You know,
Let's not lie to God's holy children.
Yes, to God's holy children, please.
at 25, I wanted, but this one you guys will come for me. But at 25, I wanted to have had a wife. Or at least be cuffed to someone.
Yeah.
But here I am thriving, enjoying.
Enjoying.
You know?
You know you can convince others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can convince the viewers.
Yeah, you can convince the
Unfortunately,
viewers.
No, it's fortunately, I'm still around. I'm still in the market, but not looking. But I'm still in the market, yes. So I wanted to have settled down by 25.
Uh-huh.
I wanted to have had full financial independence by 25. And I also wanted
Kwanza hiyo.
Imagine.
to have... Kuna kitu nimesahau? I like traveling. I wanted to have toured my country a bit more than I have. That was my bucket list.
Yeah.
By 25. Son, by 25.
What did I want to do? You know,
Yeah.
me, what I'm remembering that I want to do even before I answer that is to shout out the person who gave us the idea for this episode.
My goodness, we even forgot. But you know what? Yeah.
I just was
That's
thinking
why it's a podcast. There's no structure in it. We just do it how we
just
do
what
it.
we want. It's a conversation.
Ninyi majenzi.
When
Kwanza mimi ndo pioneer wenyu.
you're a godfather.
Godfather hapa. Wakati pia naangalia
Yeah, so he's called the Victor George on Instagram.
the Victor George.
Yes, the Victor George is the one who sent me a DM the other day, and just to say that it's not that we are so original all the time. We appreciate suggestions.
For real.
Yeah, because I think I had posted something. I was just frustrated where I work. And yeah, and then he saw my story and he replied and he gave us this idea on to have this conversation on expectations versus reality, and I realized it's just the truth. We struggle in our 20s more than we care to admit.
True.
More than we care to admit. So
We don't
thank
look like
you,
our
Victor.
problems.
Yes. Thank you, Victor. Back to your question.
Yeah.
You had asked me what did I want
What
to
did you want to have done by 25? At least you've got time, son.
Yeah. Are you mocking me?
Maybe she can see. Actually, what do you want to do?
You can
man?
salvage.
Yeah, but see, what did you want to do? What do you want to
I
do?
have a few days,
A few
days,
months.
a few months, very few months. But anyway, very similar to what Kingori has said. I had anticipated. No, I don't think I had anticipated marriage by 28. So I think I'm still on track. I'd never felt like 25 is young.
That is you. I didn't know you'd anticipated marriage by 28.
Yes, by 20, not by 20. 25 is young. No. Yeah, 28. So that I think I'm still on track. As per now.
As for now.
As per now. But I knew what I had anticipated to be is way ahead in my career than I am right now. I had anticipated the aspect of financial freedom as well. I thought I'd be living alone. I didn't think I'd be living at home. By 2025 it is a big age.
Yeah.
It's a big age.
Don't say that.
But it is.
It's a big age, yeah. So by now I knew, I don't know, I had pictured myself in like a nice job with like a corner office. I don't know how my head, I felt like by the time I'm 21, I'll have gone through all the struggles of internship.
Yeah.
Now I'll be like 5 years.
Pursuing medicine. They look.
At that time I didn't know what I would do.
Uh-huh.
Like I didn't know I would get into this into the healthcare space. So yeah, just to say that it's still a work in progress. We are moving.
Moving.
Of course, sijafika hapo, but yeah, I think that's
Gosh.
about
Now I'm trying to remember what I'd anticipated by 25. I don't think I'd even thought anything about marriage by 25, or actually even anticipated, because my initial dream was to become a nun. Yeah, I know you're shocked and you've dropped your forks and whatever. In fact, you were about to be hit by a car if you were crossing the road because you're shocked. But yeah, that was my initial dream. I wanted to be Sister Hope.
Sister Hope.
And I was well on track to become that. But yeah, 25 and still not Sister Hope. So,
Yeah.
and I don't think I'm really turning to be Sister Hope anytime
you
soon
don't,
now.
I can
so-
assure you don't have that calling or demeanor.
The Divina mostly.
Demeanor. Hapo
No, you know what I used to think? I'd be like a nun for Sisters Act. You remember how she used to be like, Whoopi Goldenberg?
You know, nuns don't own property.
Now that would stop me
They are not
from
allowed
not
to
being
own-
a nun.
okay.
I'm attached to a few
Technically,
things.
they are not
Yeah,
supposed to.
they live a very
Yeah.
humble life.
Oh my gosh, it's a
Humble
very selfless life,
That's why we
yeah?
are saying you don't fit the bill.
True. Because yeah, my personality is already
It
larger than life.
refuses,
So
exactly.
that was it.
Yeah.
I knew I would have traveled so much by now. But I thank the Lord because I told him at least before I turned 25, I would have wanted to visit a few countries,
Yes.
which by the grace of God I've been able to do.
Yes.
So I am grateful for that. But I knew I'd have loads of cash
Yeah.
by now.
Come
Yeah,
on.
like money would not be a
It
problem.
wouldn't be a problem. I knew that I'd be a big name
You know?
with money.
Not big name, no money.
Exactly. But currently, at least I've hacked half of it. It's a big name.
name, no
The
money.
money, I'm hoping it'll start coming anytime. Lord, anytime now. I'm ready.
I'm
ready,
ready.
please. I knew that at least I'd be able to have a clearer picture of
Yes.
how my career would pan out.
Yes.
But right now, ever so often, I'm constantly asking myself, by the way, what was I meant to do? What's my purpose? What's my calling?
Yes.
I'm constantly struggling between living a life of purpose and also living a life of an achiever. So I'm just always asking myself, what is more important to me? And it sometimes gives me sleepless nights because I'm like, what is my purpose? What means more to me? And I constantly found myself in my 20s doing this. And I can now, I think, probably say at this point in life, I've got no idea what I'm doing.
It's literally one day at a time.
At a time. That's it.
It's literally, and there's this pressure of feeling like you need to have figured out your life, and that's what we are currently just letting go of.
For real.
Stop asking me, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In fact, interviewers, if I'm coming to your don't ask me that question because
outdated. Please revise your syllabus.
They
HR.
know
Yeah.
Gen
What to
Z.
HR? Revise
Yeah.
your syllabus.
Yeah.
Gen Z.
no.
But I get the thought process because you're trying to congest everything into this one question.
Yeah.
Because I'm still trying to find my
Yes, Valia,
footing
what
very
is
well.
your purpose?
Then you're coming to apply more, for lack of a better word, more pressure to my already. I want to do like 10,000 things, but I need a priority list. I need to know this is what comes before this. This is what. And then you add, now what do you want to do come on Sunday?
Yeah.
And if I'm being honest, I don't think I want to work with you for 10 years. But all right.
But you see, that's the thing. And I don't know, I find that constantly, life is ever fast moving. I don't know whether you guys get a feeling of, sometimes I am just overwhelmed by this
It's already September.
sense of urgency.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'm constantly, it's like a rat race. I'm like, I'm falling behind. I'm falling behind because people are progressing. I'm supposed to be moving, I guess, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know where and I don't know how.
Yeah.
So I'm constantly caught in this rat race of, should I be doing something?
I get it.
Yeah.
That is not the reality of being in your 20s. Because I was talking to my friend who I've referenced here like 6 billion times. She's currently in America, but she's coming home. She's got to work on a call yesterday. And she's had just like a small period, a break from work. You know, when you're transitioning in between jobs.
Yeah.
And when you're in your 20s and you get any period of rest, you start feeling guilty. Like, I feel like, wait,
Yeah.
why am I resting? Like, you know, why should I be, like, I should be doing more with my time, because there's this feeling of everybody is going to overtake me. I'm the one who is going to be left behind. People's careers, you look around, you see people are making strides.
Yeah.
And you compare, which is inevitable, even if we keep saying comparison is a thief of joy. It's only natural. You look around, of course we are the social media generation, so you can see the influencers of our time, like the ones of our generation. You can see how, like, of course people post highlights of their life.
Of course.
But still, it makes you feel some type of
Some
way.
type of
And then
way.
you develop this sense of what you're speaking about,
Urgency.
that you're just restless, you don't have peace, you feel like even what you're doing is not enough. Like, you just need to be... It's kind of chaotic.
It is very chaotic.
Kind of chaotic.
It is very chaotic. And I don't even know. Yeah, I think this episode is probably just going to be about us just talking about the problems of the 20s. Then when we
The
move along,
expectations
the
versus the
expectations, then
realities.
the reality, we'll probably talk about something else.
Yeah.
The other thing is, just the other day, guys, I don't know whether you guys have seen this. Just the other day,
Yes.
it seems like just the other day, we had all the time in the world. Like, we'd finish service on Sunday, and we'd be asking ourselves, okay, so now what do we do to kill time?
Yeah. We just
Where do we go?
relax.
We just relax.
We sit, we idle
sit.
until it's dark. Then
But
we
have
go
you
home.
just suddenly realized that hatupatikani?
Yeah.
We don't have time anymore.
And you don't even know when that switch happened.
I don't
It
understand.
just happened.
Or you have so many things to do in that Sunday, it stops being a rest day.
It becomes something different.
I need to clear this with ministry. There's something I was to do by Monday. There's a deadline I'm trying to. There's an email I want to respond, and you're like,
Yeah.
Sunday
Would
was
you
just
say-
meant to chill.
Like, would you say the amount of time you used to spend with your friends, has it increased or significantly decreased?
I'll say it has. I'll say this. It has increased, but at a decreasing rate. There's something in.
Okay.
Well,
Constant.
Paul
It's called
and
marginal
Stomach.
utility, whereby your utility is increasing, but at a decreasing rate. So in an increase from maybe ilikuwa 10, 20, 30, inakuja 32, 33, 34. So kulikuwa na increase na 10, 10, 10, but now increase na 1, 1, 1. So for me it feels like it's increasing, but not at the rate it used to increase.
Not at the rate at which
Because
it used
now,
to.
for example, you'll find, especially for the line of work I want to do, most of my weekends are when I want to do what I want to do. I want to do team building, I want to do those things. But you, because you work from Monday to Friday, when are you free? Saturday, Sunday. So it becomes, oh, we are clashing. Oh, we are really clashing. In fact, the other day I was voting guys at my place. Finding that date. Oh my goodness.
Crazy.
Jaribu. Oh, this date works.
Even just for us to sit here, the three of us, and shoot. How many times?
Right?
How many
Have you
times?
How many times are we like, no, Daktari is not around. No, Wakili is not around.
Yeah,
No, maybe we can.
I think for me it has steadily decreased. The
Kabisa.
amount of time. And then I think I even sometimes I go home and I'm like, I even want to just sit. Like I put in my mind, oh my God, I need to check on Hope. I've not spoken to her for some time. The time I'm getting home, yani akili imebit. Unakumbuka 2 weeks later, guy. See, I had said I'm going to give this person a call.
Imagine.
But who is life? What is life? Mimi, I don't understand how our parents have been successfully adulting like this for 30 years.
I don't get it.
It's the stage we are in that is too intense. But I don't understand.
But I don't think life was very fast-paced.
Then like it is now.
That could be it. Because I find that hata mimi sasa sahi kupatikana nimeadimika for real kama maziwa ya kuku. Because sipatikani for once in my life. I've said Swahili jargon vocab that Sonia doesn't know. Because she's the one that lets out jargon from nowhere. And she just said, Juicy was speaking to Jelina, she was like, Jongomeo, tukwenda Jongomeo. And I was like,
Jongomeo.
what is that? I was like, I don't even know what that is. I still haven't found out till date, but we'll find out after the episode. But it's that I find that, like, I was away for like a whole month.
Yes.
You know?
Literally.
I was gone. Like, I wasn't even around. I was gone. And to be able to find time, I think even my family itself was complaining. My mom and my sister, my grandmother, they were complaining. They were saying, hey, hata mtu hushika simu. Naambia, by the time nafikiria kushika simu, it's past midnight and the only thing I want is to just hit that pillow and sleep. Yes. I don't want anything else. Yes. And life is really moving, and it's really moving so fast that I'm thinking, my goodness, Lord, was it meant to be like this? Ama, tumejiekelea some unnecessary pressure. Because is this what you call to live life to the fullest? Is it living life to the full?
I think for me, it will be more. It is a season to
grind
put your
and
house
whatever.
in order, sure. But I think it has to come. It has to have a balance of how much am I willing to sacrifice for, let's say, my financial independence. This is how much, and where does it fall in the scale of this is what I hold of importance to me at this point in time. Then, do I want to have social capital? Yes, how does that look like? It means I need to keep my friendships, because making friends when an adult is not easy.
So hard.
It's such a hard thing. You're like, what is this now? And then now you think, now I have a family. As much as I want to marry a lady someday, it's always good to have good times with the family. And not just, at times unakutananga tu kwa nyumba mkicriss-cross. You anaingia kitchen, you anaenda choo, you anaenda sitting room. You're just criss-crossing, but there's nothing of substance outside. But I think just, and it's hard. It feels like you're putting a diary of Monday, talk to my sister. Tuesday,
and I'm telling you, if you don't put in your diary, you'll forget.
You'll forget. That's
Tuesday,
the reality.
Mom said she wants to do this, so we go to mom, spend time with mom. Friday, dad is coming back. Let's do Saturday, I have not seen Hope in a long time. Oh, it's her birthday, fantastic. In fact, you're happy when there's an event.
It brings us
all of us together by force.
You're like, fantastic. So I think for me, it's more of, what am I holding dear to me currently? And then how much am I willing to pay for that? If it's all my time, then I'll put all my energies in that. I'll be like, I'm focusing on my business. And the only thing you'll ever hear me talk about is transformation. But in my head, that's the thing that
occupies a majority of your time.
Then how do
your
the
thought
things not
process
suffer? In
that's the thing.
Because if you like right now, we are all of us in a building season in our different fields.
Yeah.
Like I can bury my head and just be completely work, and then what happens to the rest of your life?
Of your life. That's the thing.
And that's where like that question of like that living your life like fully.
Yeah.
Where do we strike the balance so that you're like a healthy human being, like all the aspects of your life are thriving, not just I think right now we are all really chasing financial independence, which is a good thing. Yeah, we're not at the, it does not feel good to go and start saying nisaidie.
Money is good. People, money is a good thing.
Say you can purchase comfort with money, and let's just say that it's the truth.
It's the
And let's
truth.
not look
Money
at
is
one
a
another
good thing.
weirdly.
Money is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tool, and it buys you a lot choice.
Yeah.
Gives you freedom.
It gives you freedom.
Convenience.
Exactly. Like, yeah, you've reached the place where, for those of us who are living, are you living at home right now?
Tuko nyumbani
Yeah,
vibaya
tuko home.
sana.
You can tell that your time is also coming to an end. You need to start getting your own space.
Mi hapo ilibidi niliambia mamangu itabidi mmeleta letter from the chief because mi sioni nikitoka sai.
See, me if I get the capacity, me nitahama. Ni vile tu saizi, I don't think I'm able to. Because also, you know, even the you don't know how difficult life is until you're the one who is footing all your bills. Where you have to get that rent. So I'm telling you, you won't sit there and be depressed
And be depressed and say, oh,
I'm so sad.
I salute
You
my
will go.
friends. Juu unalipa rent, maji, utilities, unalipa net.
Food.
taxes.
And for most of my guys who are bachelors, they rarely eat in the house. So you're buying food.
And buying food is so expensive.
It's more expensive than actually cooking for yourself. And I completely hear you guys. And sometimes I think it's very comforting to know that I'm not the only one in the struggle.
Yeah.
It's that it's something that's a common phenomenon that cuts across this age, and you know you're bound to get to a certain point. But then again, I find that it's in this confusion that you start to realize that life is changing and you need to start fast adapting.
Exactly.
You need to adapt very fast because life will not be the same again. The way I used to spend like a whole weekend with my friends,
You can't.
it's gonna change. And it's a fact of life. It's not because I love you any less.
True.
But it's because life is changing and I need to move at that pace too. Otherwise, they'll get to a point and I'll feel like, what did I do with my time? Of course, I find that, and this is probably a very unpopular opinion, it's very difficult in your 20s to achieve work-life balance, especially if you have got grandiose ambitions for your
life.
future. Because this is the point where we were told that you're building, this is where you're gathering. So a lot of your time would probably be doing a lot of networking, a lot of your time would be doing a lot of, seed funding into your business, would be a lot of, so you utakosekana kidogo. In like social circles, utakosekana. Not because but it's because of some of the things that you're chasing, and that is probably the time that you can be able to do that. Right now, if it's with your bosses and whatever, you have KPIs at work you need to chase. So it can become difficult to chase. So I think it's also extending grace to ourselves and knowing that it's difficult to give equal attention to everywhere, but it's also very important to know how to be able to at least allocate some time, even if not the same amount of time that you used to as before, but try and allocate that to at least be able to reach for that balance.
Yeah.
Even if you're not going to have it fully, but at least you're not all areas of your life are seriously struggling and suffering.
Actually, you're giving mediocre attention to like 10 things.
Let it be like the 20-minute call I have with you was really serious quality time. Like we caught up, I know you're well, you're doing great, we don't have to spend the whole day together
because we just don't
have that luxury anymore. But that's the thing, because everybody's chasing something, everybody's working towards building. And I think that's the encouragement probably we have for our viewers today. You're in your 20s, what is happening? Like, what is this? This is it.
And unless it starts early, people in their 19, 20, which is good, but the amount of pressure people put themselves
are putting themselves on.
Like, bro.
Inakuwa tu hapana. But yeah, just be comforted in knowing that in your 20s, muko wengi wenye munasikia hivo. But don't let that be a crippling thought that will not allow you to move from where you're at.
Yes. And understand, like you've said, that it's okay if certain aspects of your life take more time from you. It's seasons. It's the seasons of life.
Exactly.
Because I think we usually look at people who are established and compare ourselves to them, and then they have the luxury of thinking about things like work-life balance. Then they have the luxury of thinking about, like, I'm not taking on that piece of work because I don't feel like it. You do not have that luxury at this point. You kama utawezana kufanya kazi tatu utazifanya by the way, because we are at the season where we are building, which is that. So it's just understanding that it's times and seasons, but still also not allowing yourself to completely go under, because you can chase that bag, like that thing of, that that like caricature image of somebody who has put like a line, like there's like a fishing line, then it's a bag of money, then you're running but you can never catch it. Yeah, so it's also just very important to understand that in this journey of life, even as we are pursuing our ambitions and stuff like that, the space and the place of community is completely irreplaceable in your life. The how and the where and the what may vary, but like that aspect is still extremely important. So that you have a life that you enjoy. You don't want to look back when you had vigor and life in your 20s and the only thing you remember is you shut in your house with your laptop because you
living away,
so busy looking for money because you want to retire at 30. No, that balance is very important.
Plus who even says you need to retire at 30?
Yeah. You know, as we don't like the process, that's why we don't want to build over a long period of time like our parents. You don't want to attain wealth when you're older. You want it to come as soon as possible, which is why we have that. Yeah, which is why we have that pressure. You know, by the time you're 27 to own a house, maybe an apartment or something. By the time you're 30, unataka kuwa umejenga. Like we have some very crazy goals. It's not long, it's not wrong, but I think that also really contributes to the internalized pressure that we have. Literally just put on ourselves.
Learn to be adaptable.
The race is not for the swift, not the battle for the strong, but time and chance happen to them all. So it's, and I like to say, it's not about how far your friend has reached or where maybe your sibling has achieved, but remember, time and chance happen to us all. It's how you use it and how you structure it that makes it worthwhile. There's a time and a season for everything. You know, time to reap, time to sow. So enjoy the sowing, but also reap. But unless umepiga kazi, you don't even enjoy the money you're making because you're busy pursuing. I want to be under 30.
30 under 30. Tunatetemeka tu.
But now at what cost? Your friends are no longer, don't have friends. You know, when you look at your life, as you're saying, you can't. It's
you
not
feel
life.
You feel a deep sense of sadness. You know, sometimes you can have everything you want materially. You're in a high position, but you look at your life like this, and you just feel empty. You just feel empty. So you have to be very careful. That balance is important.
Very, very important. And I think this episode has been so much of an encouragement, not just to the viewers, but even to ourselves as well. Honestly, it's also just been that. And hopefully it'll speak to you too. And you can share with us your stories, how you're feeling, how you're navigating, how you're able to manage and keep your head afloat during this season. Until next week, this has been your weekly dose of the Vineyard podcast.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy your 20s thoroughly, my friends.
Period.
Enjoy.